Thursday morning. You know what time it is, right? It's Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center, our weekly call-in show. I hope that you are going to give us a call or send me an email, 330-450-1480, pcook@whbc.com. Matt Workinger is here this morning. How are you, sir? Oh, wait.
There we go.
There
doing
we go.
good. Doing good.
That's good. Good to hear it. And Ms. Rachel Fender, how are you?
I'm doing good.
And so, how was Thanksgiving? Everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
Wonderful.
Yes.
Time
Yeah.
with family. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice and quiet and just relaxing. I
Yes.
loved that. And just kept eating.
Yes. I'm all about the carbs.
And yeah, I know. Honest to gosh. All right. And so, Matt, you have to fill us in on the hunting situation because I know everybody that knows you out there and listens frequently, we all know you're an avid hunter. And so, how did it go for you?
It was very cold. No deer were harmed in
In the making of that week?
making of that week. So it was fun. I took my youngest out yesterday, and we got to see a bunch of them, and just wasn't what we were looking for. We saw 20 turkeys, a couple morbidly obese squirrels.
Not a drunk raccoon,
No,
though.
there was lots of acorns this year, so it was just fun to spend the time. He'd never hunted in the snow before, so that was kind of like a new experience. It's so quiet and
Yeah.
peaceful out there when it's like that. So
Yeah,
it's a different experience than what he'd ever seen before. So.
And you were showing us a video of a deer going through the snow. And
Yeah, real
That's
pretty.
just-
You can
it
pick
is
them
pretty.
out.
It is, yeah.
So
Pick them
pretty.
out super far away when it's like that. It just
Yeah.
makes it a lot easier to see them. But it was nice. We had a lot of fun. We made some memories, and
That's
Yeah.
good. I guess they said that Ashtabula County was the number one taker on the first day
Oh, yeah.
because of the snow, they said. Because Ashtabula had so much snow that I guess that does make it
it
easier.
does make it easier. Yeah.
And then I think Tuscarawas and Carroll counties came in the top 10 as they always do. So.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
lots of deer there.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what's happening at Roars because you sent me just a
I got a little
boatload
picture
of
crazy.
pictures. I was
I
going to
did.
say something else. Oh, my goodness. But these pictures that you sent, I got to tell you, there's some beautiful pictures there. You got to go over these and talk about what they are.
So just a lot of different, there's a few pictures of the inside of the store there, just the different decorations and idea, but a lot of pictures of the greenhouse. There's just so much color out there right now. The Norfolk Island pines, the poinsettias, just.
Yeah, we have a lot of points at it.
They're beautiful.
And they're 20% off right now.
Yep.
So that's
Oh,
it's a
there you
great,
go.
great time to come in. And they make a great centerpiece, something you want to take for a party or a get together.
Yeah, and there's something like a lot of times when you do get a poinsettia, like at a grocery store or something like that, you're not getting a sleeve, which we protect it when it goes out. When it's this
Okay.
cold, you need to protect it from the cold and everything. So we make sure we put a sleeve over top of it.
Gotcha.
And it's just to protect it from the wind to get it home.
Helps it retain the
So-
heat. They're very, very, I mean,
They're
they're
very
a
sensitive.
Mexico plant, so they're very cold sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So we put those sleeves around them to make sure they make the transport home without getting stressed and causing problems on the way home.
Okay.
So sleeving them is very important, especially with the cold that we've got coming here.
It's great.
Yes.
It can happen really quick, like a draft or something. It can kind of fry the leaves. So
Well, you guys brought that poinsettia in.
Couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause we weren't here
okay.
last week.
So yeah, Thanksgiving rolled around, and Nick and I were here the day after Thanksgiving. And careful, there's water in that, Nick. Yeah, Nick and I here the day after Thanksgiving, and we looked up, and it was just dead. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
brrr, and I went, oh no, you're not going to do this. And I ran it back to the kitchen and gave it some good water and put water in the
That's the
bottom of
best
the
thing to
thing,
do.
and bam, look at it. It
Yep.
looks beautiful.
It's amazing how they can perk back up.
Yeah.
And really that is the better thing to do is let them completely dry out. Like we almost let them get to the point of wilting at the
Okay.
nursery because it is very easy to overwater them.
Yes.
So and when you water them, just give them a good drink. Make sure it goes through the bottom of the pot and let it
there's
dry out again.
Water sitting
So-
in that tray that
so,
it's
yeah,
in. You
clear
don't want,
that
you don't
after.
want water sitting in the tray.
Okay.
So it'll be too much water. It'll draw it up and keep it too wet. So
And then it'll wilt again.
And then-
but
Because
it'll-
of the
but
wrong
it-
reason.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
and then, but it won't come back.
And then you go ahead and water it some more because you're like, oh, it's
Oh no,
wilting.
it's melting.
that does happen,
That's what happens
yeah.
to my basil.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes, and we've even had that happen at work, or at the nursery where somebody sees something and it's really dry, which it is, and then they water it, and somebody else waters it, and then it's just so.
I got to be careful with
Yes,
that. So very
important
that's
to check.
Yeah, good tips. Again,
So there's another picture
Yeah.
you've got up there called cyclamen. Cyclamen's a really cool looking. The
So
leaves, the
pretty.
leaves are variegated. So even when it's not blooming, it's got a lot of interest to it. And there's all different colors of them. So there's pretty cool plants there. And Christmas cactus, of course.
of course, you say
got-
Christmas cactus are pretty easy to
That's
take
if
care
you're
of.
going to get
They
somebody
are.
a plant that's got a black thumb, that Christmas cactus is the way to go.
Okay.
It's the easiest plant to have inside. It has a pretty long flower period.
It
too.
really, yes, and it's one of those houseplants that, like, a lot of people want a houseplant that flowers, and there's kind of few and far between. So,
Yeah.
and that is one, and it does hold its flowers for a really long time.
Good. And people, like, there's a lot of different colors you have right there.
Yeah,
too.
there is a good selection of color on those this year, especially some unique lights. So a lot of times we don't really focus on our lights. We've got a lot of the old-fashioned lights and stuff like that that
The
are
C9s, like the big,
Yep.
the big
Yep.
colorful.
Everything's
love
gone
those.
I do
LED, so
too.
there's some pretty cool old-fashioned lights there. If you're looking for something a little bit more unique, we've got that at the nursery.
Yeah, and that's I got to get back to some other ones. Okay, so that was the first
Yeah.
batch that
And
you
then
sent me.
Second batch is a lot of ornaments. So we've just got
Yes.
so many. Like this is the veteran, the army boots, the dog tags, the American flag.
Flags.
Just a lot of ornaments like that for honoring our service members and. Of course, a big Ohio State
There you
section.
go.
There.
There's
And
yep,
that's
there you go.
Always a popular
Look at how
ornament.
cute that
got little
is.
stockings with the Ohio State symbol on it, footballs, and
Yeah, those
yeah.
are always popular.
Yep.
And
And
I
what
thought-
is this?
So that was a cassette tape. Like if my kids, I showed them that, they wouldn't even know
Know
what
what
that was. It was the old cassette tapes, and it says "I love '80s music" on the side. So you can also see in the top corner there's a Simon Says up there. So there's some unique.
I
unique
remember
gift-
those.
unique gift ideas that are like kind of a throwback thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is fun. This is definitely fun. And then this is
Like
more.
if your first wedding, like if you got married this year, that can be like an ornament that you get to put on the tree to commemorate that
cute.
first year.
See?
So my oldest boy and his wife or his fiance, they're getting married in June, just got their first house and they're just working on fixing it up and they'll move in together after they're married. But next year, that can be like that pillow with the 2 rings on it. That can be something we can get for them. We usually take a Sharpie on the back and write the date.
Yeah.
And that way,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
a
one of
good
those
idea.
things you can look back on. And I told them after Christmas this year, find yourself a Christmas tree discounted. That's the best time of year to buy them. And that way you guys will have a tree for next year. And then you'll come over to the house and we'll go through some of the ornaments and I'll give you some of the ones that, we've had over all the years. And as you put them up on the tree down the road when you have kids, you can kind of explain the story behind each one.
Yeah, and I just did that this past weekend. Went through all.
Did
of
you?
them. Yes, and separated from each boy. What they got. It was. I was almost in tears.
I bet
remembering
that
all
was
the
kind of
things.
fun doing that, yeah.
All right, we got to go to the phones, and we have Al in Plain Township. Good morning. You're on the air with us.
Good morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Have you noticed the leaves this year, how late? And I just picked up mine on Monday. I mean, has this been crazy for leaves this year or what?
Yeah, the oaks
Yeah.
especially came down really, really late this year. I did not get mine cleaned up because
Yeah,
I was
me
gone
either.
on Monday.
Yeah, we were talking
so
about that before the show started.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Al.
Yep.
I got to get my
Yeah,
mower
now
out of the garage so I can get my wife parked back in there.
And now the snow's covering the leaves. I know a lot of people. I've got most of mine up, but I feel sorry for the people who have not got them up yet because now you've got this snow. So.
It makes kind of
That's
makes
terrible.
it a mess.
You have to shovel it. You got to shovel leaves.
Yeah, shovel leaves. But anyways, my main question is this. All those beautiful shrubs I bought from Roars this year, okay, they're all asleep now. Now, I only did the hydrangeas. I put the leaves around the base, okay, like you said. But what about the other ones? Are they okay? I've got the corabells, and I have those little small grasses. Do I need to cover all of them since they're still new?
It wouldn't hurt, especially the coral bells. Grasses are usually pretty tough, but I mean, it sounds like you do have some leaves laying around, extra ones, so it wouldn't hurt to do so, especially if they are kind of out more so in a like more weather environment, not kind of protected. So it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I'll put them around. I have them all nice and nested around the hydrangeas.
Yeah.
And, which is, I think, Matt, you mentioned that we should do that, and I did it. But I don't want to lose these other ones now because they were, it was really,
Yes.
really a beautiful thing I did. I thought getting rid of those, the lilacs and
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it came off so nice.
That's awesome. Yeah,
It really did.
it does. Coral bells can kind of be that would help them. You just want to make sure you pull the leaves back off before it starts
And if you-
actively growing in the
And if
spring.
you have any evergreens like boxwood or azaleas or rhododendrons, this is the time of year where once we have a few days, now we're going to be pretty cold the next week, but we are going to warm back up. I'd be surprised if we stay cold the rest of the winter. If we warm back up above freezing, you can apply wilt proof to those products or to those plants. And wilt proof is a product that'll help seal the foliage and prevent the loss of moisture through the January, February timeframe when we get really cold for extended periods of time.
Okay, and I can put them on most of my plants that I got this year. Most of them are just the evergreens and
Mainly
which
just
ones can I put that?
Mainly just the evergreens is what we spray the wilt proof on. So boxwood, azaleas, rhododendron, Pieris japonica, they help those plants go through the winter without getting any leaf damage.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, thank you.
All right,
Hey.
have a good
Thanks, Al.
one.
Take care, Al.
Bye-bye.
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 All right, again, you can give us a call, 330-450-1480. Send me email to pcook@whbc.com. Take our first break. You're listening to Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center.
Hi, it's Angie Rohr with Roar's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location, your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check roarsnursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Roar's Nursery on Portage Street and roarsnursery.com.
Roar's Nursery. We want to be your number one nursery. Roar's Nursery.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Tiffany Kim, Banking Center Manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB Advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel Battery. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items at participating dealers while supplies last.
Visit Bear's Lawn and Garden in North Canton or call 330-499-4544 for Steel deals. High school, college, first real job, maybe even your first marriage. That sounds like the 70s, and so does this.
And on the run. Sundown, you better take care. Come on like a dream. Beaches
The 70s were a time of great discovery. Let's relive some of those moments in music as Larry Hackenberg and Jennifer Tassan present the Music Time Machine.
I'm living in the 70s.
Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on 1480 WHBC.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30 gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
And welcome back to Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center. Matt and Rachel are here. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now, so you can check us out there if you would like to do that. Also, we're sharing some of the pictures that Matt sent to me, and I already posted them on Facebook, but we're also sharing them when we were talking about these wonderful ornaments. And I was saying how I I went and sat down and went through all of my kids' ornaments from, since they were like 5 years old, and wrote in the book. And but I came upon some ornaments that people through the years had given me.
Yes.
And like you said, with a Sharpie, they wrote the date and everything on them. And
Yeah.
that was pretty cool to go back and
Yes.
look at those. Like I have
Yeah.
Elvis in a Cadillac. Which is because I was an Elvis fan. So yeah, it was kind of made me laugh though to
funny.
see it.
We
Yeah.
have a bunch of former pet ornaments. So like, at some point in time, my dog Tuff, we got an ornament for him. And so
Oh,
like it was
okay.
animals that my kids never met.
Right,
Like they were
right.
my wife and I had before we were married. And so they're like, what was this dog? Oh, and then we remember this one. We remember that one.
Oh
So
man, see there.
Another thing too that I like is that we have glass ornaments, and then we have resin ornaments for like people like me that
don't wanna break them.
That don't want to break them. Yes.
Right.
And actually, the glass ones too. We do. They do come in a little box. So
Oh, that's good.
So that's nice for storing and
And this
stuff
is like
too, 'cause
baby's
there's- yeah.
first Christmas.
babies
I
first.
think.
There's a pink one and a blue one. It's like a onesie with little footprints in the center of the onesie, and it talks about baby's first Christmas.
Yeah,
so
look at that. See.
first time homeowners, there's ones like that as well, and it's just a lot of different occupational ones as well.
Yeah.
Somebody that got their first job as a nurse or a doctor or EMT or something like that. Those kind of things
Yeah, that's cool.
to celebrate
Very
that.
cool.
And then the last set of pictures we sent here are the wreaths and the cans and the grave pillows for decoration on the grave sites.
Yep, and we do live and artificial. So some people like, artificial to be able to use them. If you get them early enough, get them, year after year. But we have live and artificial.
And
so.
they're beautiful. Really,
you.
really pretty. You guys make those, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think that's the other thing. If you are interested in getting something for the outside of your house,
Yes.
the wreaths and all
Wreaths
those
for the front
things.
doors, and we've got I don't know what
pots.
1,000 different kinds of ribbon. So
Oh,
I mean,
we
they
have
can-
so
they
much
can
ribbon.
literally
We have
do
something that will match whatever you got.
whatever your decor is. We
Somehow.
have something
Yeah,
for sure.
So and we do make custom bows. A lot of us do
Okay.
that. So a lot of times you want that for like a tree topper or something like that instead of a star.
Yeah.
So we do that too. So
Wow. And if they're interested in getting something like for a planter outside.
yeah, we have a lot of greens. We have Fraser and cedar and boxwood, or huck,
Winterberry.
which winterberry, which is just beautiful in a pot. But we actually did our greens class just yesterday. We had a little
okay.
tutorial with some people and kind of showed them what we do and how, and they made their own and got to take it with them. So
Oh, that's fun.
And
yeah.
next week
so-
we're doing what? A wreath?
We're doing a wreath
class
class,
next
yes.
week.
So, and
Oh,
I think there's still some
nice.
spots. So it's at 11 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
but we're just going to kind of show you how we do like it's like a mix of a live and on a grapevine wreath. So it's kind of
Okay.
just something that you could put outside and just kind of show you how we do it.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. And then Santa's coming to
Yes.
visit, right?
Yeah, Santa's there again on Friday and Saturday nights. This is his last weekend at the nursery, so he's got a lot of work to get done.
He sure
here.
does.
And
yeah.
Mrs.
But,
Claus will be there too.
yes,
She
Yeah, let's
doesn't-
not forget
yeah.
about Mrs.
Yes,
Claus.
Friday and Saturday
brains
from
behind the
6 to,
bronze.
6 to 8.
6
Yeah,
to 8 on
6 to
Friday
8.
and Saturday. And you can go and you can get
And
pictures.
that's a Portage.
and-
Yep, yeah, at our Portage location.
At the Portage
yeah.
location,
It's actually
yeah.
in the greenhouse, so it's not like if you're worried about the weather, you don't have to.
Yes, yeah,
Because it's inside the greenhouse, so
Okay.
you're nice
But it
and
still
comfortable.
feels kind of outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
right.
really kind of magical in there. It's kind of neat having the greenhouse lit up at night. And
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
The way it reflects off all the plastic siding and roofing on the greenhouse, it is kind of pretty in there.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
I remember when I was younger, I went to see Santa there, and it was before we had it, closed
Enclosed,
in, and it was
uh-huh.
very, very cold. But
But hey,
but
Santa,
yeah,
it's how he
good
lives,
memories.
right? It's how he
Exactly. Yeah, it wasn't
rolls.
cold for him.
So let's talk about the trees. I know folks are, taking time to figure out what kind of tree they want, and everybody's like getting their
Yeah,
trees.
it's
and
time.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
And
time.
we buy our trees from Smith Evergreen, so I
There
know
you go.
we've
We
had
were
that.
talking about that.
poor-
Yeah.
It feels terrible for what happened to them down there. They got taken for about a semi-load of trees, and
Yeah.
That's awful.
that is a local company that we also support. It takes them 7 to 10 years to produce those trees, depending
Yeah.
on the size. So I know how much work and time and blood, sweat, and tears goes into growing those trees, and I appreciate those guys and how hard they work to make us have the nicest Christmas trees around, and they're cut fresh. That's huge.
Yeah.
Sometimes stuff coming out of Canada or other places in the country, it's cut a month ago. And so that tree is already hyper dehydrated. And that's why having a product like Prolong that we sell at the nursery, ours are fresh cut, so they still have a lot of moisture content in the tree, and that Prolong will encourage that tree to drink water, and the more it drinks water, the longer the needles stay on the tree. It's very important when we put a fresh cut on it, or when you put a fresh cut on it at home, that you get it in water within an hour before that sap has a chance to reharden. And that will allow it to drink, and you want to cut at least an inch off the bottom of the trunk so you open those pores back up. And if it drinks, if when you put the fresh cut on it, you get it in water within an hour and it drinks well, it'll hold its needles into mid-January.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's really important to not let the stand run dry.
Yes.
Because what happens is if you forget to check it one morning before you go to work and that stand runs dry, that sap hardens and then it doesn't want to drink anymore. So just check it every morning and make sure that stand is topped off with water, and having a little larger stand than maybe what you need is kind of nice because you're going to hold more moisture.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to fill it as often.
So, and you guys have Fraser fir. That's what you have, right?
Yep. Fraser
it's real
fir is the most
soft.
fragrant. It's got a
So
two-tone
nice.
needle. It's white on the bottom and green on top. And
Easy to decorate.
Easy. Yeah, I was going to
not
say there's
prickly.
plenty.
Yeah. All right, let us jump to the phone. We have Carol in Massillon. You're on the air with Roar's Nursery. Go ahead.
Hi, I hate to have you be repetitive, but I tuned in just a tad late, and I heard you talking about watering something just at the very beginning of the show, but I didn't know what flower or plant it was. Was it a poinsettia?
Poinsettia.
It was.
Yes. Yeah.
So I have a big one I have to decorate at church, and I put it in a bigger container and pour the water in there to get it up through the roots. Is that good?
It is. You just want to make sure it's not standing in water. So you can water it that way. You just want to make sure it's wicking up enough to give it a good drink. But yeah, you just want
Take it out.
But
yes,
but
you don't want it to
wanna
be
leave it in there.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay.
She's running to church right
So-
now.
Yeah. Give it a good drink and then let it dry out in between. It is a good way to do that, where you're putting another container in and almost not submersing the pot, but allowing the pot to really get good and wet, and then pull it out and let that excess water drain away. We don't want too much moisture to sit into the root system.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call.
To bother you. Thank you.
No, you're
Great
Thank you.
question.
Yeah, that
Bye-bye.
is. I'm glad she called because
Yes.
there may be some other folks who didn't get to hear it either, and
Right.
They're all running to church now.
Because it does sound it sounds like a good idea.
A good
'cause
idea.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good idea.
Sure, right. I mean, just the one here, same way. It's got a pot sitting in a little saucer with water in the bottom of the saucer, but extended periods of water in that saucer will just get that root system too wet,
Yeah.
and they'll spoil.
And
so
you could do humidity, try and have stones in that, and get, as long as the pot itself is not sitting in the water. So
gotcha.
because that would kind of help a little bit of humidity and that kind of thing. You would just want to make sure it's above the water.
yeah, our air is so dry here in the wintertime when we're running the heaters, and with
We
the
can
weather
feel it.
coming, we're going to be running a lot
Oh,
of
I
heat.
know.
mean, 9 degrees I heard tonight.
Yeah, gonna
Oh,
be
yuck.
cold.
I
Yes.
didn't look. So this time of year, I'm just
You
like
shocked
it's-
her.
Yeah, you did.
All right, we're going to take our break for the news. And again, you can always give us a call at 330-450-1480. Send an email to pcook@whbc.com. It is Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center.
Hi, it's Angie Roar with Roar's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location, your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check roarsnursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Roar's Nursery on Portage Street and roarsnursery.com.
Roar's Nursery. We want to be your #1 nursery. Roar's Nursery.
Experience the magic of Christmas in Zor this coming Saturday, December 6th from 10 to 6. Stroll the charming village as it comes alive with festive shopping, live music, delicious food, and be sure to stay for a Christmas concert, a candlelit church service, and a community tree lighting to cap off a perfect holiday day. Visit historiczorvillage.com for tickets and information about this coming Saturday's Christmas in Zor and the Christmas tours on December 13th.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC Newsroom, starting around 4:30 this afternoon, there will be some road closings in and around Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, the Hall of Fame Village, and Stadium Park as the 2025 OHSAA State Football Championships begin. It all starts tonight with the D2 game at 7:30, and you can hear Avon and Cincinnati Anderson right here on 1480 WHBC. Now, the rest of the schedule has 3 games tomorrow and 3 games on Saturday. An 8-year-old boy was arrested for allegedly threatening a teacher with a loaded gun and giving the weapon to classmates to hold. The boy faces charges of misconduct involving weapons, disorderly conduct, interfering with an educational institution, and threatening intimidation. The school superintendent emphasized the seriousness of the incident and the importance of students reporting for securing that situation. State Superintendent of Public Instruction believes that making threats against a school should be a felony. U.S. schools are preparing for an increase in absences in sick children due to a new flu variant gaining momentum. Vaccine for the 2025-2026 season may be a little less effective against the H3N2 subvariant, which has caused spikes in hospitalizations in several other countries. In sports, the Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Portland Trail Blazers at home last night, 122-110. I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will bring mostly cloudy skies, breezy conditions, and quite cold temperatures with a snow shower possible. Be cautious of slippery spots early on. The high will reach 28 degrees. Tonight will be very cold, nearing the record low of 7 degrees from 1991 under a moonlit sky. This will be the coldest air experienced this season, so make sure to bundle up warmly. The low will be around 11 degrees. Tomorrow will remain cold with intervals of sunshine before clouds move in. Expect a high of 31 degrees with the AccuWeather forecast. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Wishing you and your loved ones a happy, memorable, and safe holiday season from Abbott Electric, your local electrical contractor. From commercial to residential, as well as low voltage and design build services, we offer complete wiring solutions. Abbott Electric, building our community for over 47 years.
Verndale Water Experts has all your water softener salt needs. And right now, for a limited time, our Morton brand water softener salt is $1 off per bag.
Ferndale's Water Center. Tap into.
Well, 25 degrees outside, and this is Let's Grow Together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center. And as Matt was mentioning before, it's down to 9 degrees. 7 is the record low, and we could get that.
Yeah.
That's miserable.
Yeah, for this early, too. I feel like that's usually like January, February-ish.
Yeah. January, February, that's pretty much common. But to have it this early, that's
maybe we'll get it over with, and it'll...
That'd be nice.
Warm back up.
Wishful thinking, right?
Right? Yeah.
I always say I would much rather have snow than bitter cold temperatures.
too.
That's how I feel.
Me
Well,
too.
and if you
It's
ever notice,
insulation.
when it gets crazy cold, we don't get snow.
Right.
Yeah, right.
If we drop in the
That
single
wind.
digits, almost always, and if we get a snow, it's that real fine spitty
Yeah.
snow. It doesn't really amount to anything. The heavy snows come anywhere between 32 and about 15. Once we get below that 15 mark, the snow really lets up. So but it does freeze. So if you've driven over the snow in your driveway, if you didn't have a snowplow guy, Roars does a lot of snow plowing. We take on contracts. We're still taking on contracts. If you've driven over it at this point in time, the only way to get that glazed snow that you drove over, because a lot of times, you drive over, you're like, oh, it'll melt off tomorrow. But it didn't this time. And now it's frozen and epoxied ice down to the surface. So the only way to get that up is to salt it, let it sit for a while, let the salt do what it does, and then go back and plow it, and sometimes even have to salt it a second time. Wow. So just making sure it gets cleared off before it's driven on a bunch is super important. And if it's not something you want to do anymore, then just give the nursery a call, the 330-492-1243, and we can add you to one of the routes we got the guys out doing.
That's great. Great idea, because we all know, as we get older,
yeah,
we like it less and less, or our bodies like it less and less.
Yes.
Let's just put
and
it
they
that
just
way.
zip, and then they're done. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot quicker than shoveling too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm totally, that's the same thing with somebody cleaning my house. I say, you know what,
Right?
that's my guilty pleasure. Here you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Be okay with that.
I think it's well worth it. Well worth it.
That
so
might be one of the wife's Christmas gifts this year.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, a couple cleanings just
There
to
you
kind of get us
go.
caught
Just
back up.
yeah.
That's
I
a
just
great
like the
idea.
Especially
deep
with her-
cleaning. This
her
you know
broken
the stuff I don't
ankle.
want to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
she
the
just
poor
kinda-
thing.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, Matt.
Yep.
She would love that. That's very thoughtful of you. See there?
See, I have plenty of time in the tree stand to think about cool gifts, you know?
Did your son tell you to do that? Yeah, that sometimes happens. Let's talk more about, we were talking about the Christmas trees because we gave away, thanks to Roars, courtesy of Roars, some tree packages last week, and our winners were thrilled to get them. They were just so excited about it, and it had everything in it.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah, it had the 6 to 7 foot tree, the tree stand itself that'll help hold the moisture. We also included one of the tree bags, and if you've never used a tree bag, you open it up, you set it underneath the tree, and you put your skirt on top of the tree bag. And then once the tree is undecorated, then Christmas is all over and done. You pull that tree skirt up, you can lift that bag right up over top and contain all the needles, and so it makes it a lot less messy to get it out of the house. And that few dollar bag is worth its weight in gold. If you've ever tried to sweep needles out of a carpet, you know. And then we also add a container of Prolong, which is it simulates what the roots would naturally send up to the top of the tree, which helps it hold its needles significantly longer, so there are less needles coming off even to begin with. And it's the whole package. It's the tree, the stand, the Prolong, and the bag.
Go for it. I mean, that's perfect. And I was telling my mom about that, and because she was saying how much she loves the smell and even the visual of a real tree, a live tree. And she said, but I hate those needles, and I'll not do that. I said, Mom, guess what they do now? She's like, what? Why didn't they have this one back when I got a real
and it's
tree?
so simplistic, you know.
It is. It's like another one of those things that you're like, somebody invented that. And, we
So
could have all
simple.
invented it.
Yep.
Yeah. But we didn't.
Right.
So people can still obviously come and get the trees and stuff,
Yeah, we've
right?
got a ton of trees there, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9s, 9 to 10s. I think we have one 12 to 13 footer left. It's hard to find the really big ones. And those trees aren't 10 years old. Those trees are more like 15, 16, 17-year-old trees. So it takes a long time to produce those big ones. But we do have one large one left.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have that space and you can do it.
That's
oh,
really
man.
cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Why not do it? Absolutely.
And we took a couple 15s out and actually set them up. Now, we don't have any time left in our schedule to do a setup. We can do a delivery and a setup, but to actually decorate, we took a couple 15-footers out and put them in the homes and actually set them up and decorated them. The girls come out, take all your ornaments and actually put them on the tree. We'll run
With a ladder.
14-foot
Yeah.
step ladders and actually take the lights and the garland. And it's a process on those big trees.
I
for
bet
sure.
it is. I mean, it's
But
hard enough
wow,
on the smaller
when-
ones.
When
but-
it's done,
Yeah.
it is spectacular.
Yeah, that's the thing. And if you entertain and
Yes.
have people come over and you want to, I mean, that's fantastic. When I lived in Magnolia, my next door neighbor, she had a beautiful big bay
Like
window on the
vaulted.
back of the house. Yeah, vaulted ceilings. And she used
Yeah.
to put a tree like that. And it was gorgeous. It was
Magical.
Just, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Magical is absolutely the word. So what are the hours people can come and buy the trees, by the way?
So we are open 9 to 6, Monday through Thursday. This week we're open, till 8 on Friday and Saturday because
Santa.
Santa's being there. And then 9 to 5 on Sunday, I believe.
Or no, 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
9 to 5 on
See?
Saturdays normally.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
yeah. It's,
Yeah.
10 to 4. Okay. So if you're thinking about getting your tree, get out there and
Oh yeah, we've
Yes,
still
and
got a
that's-
good selection.
that's good.
And that's at our Portage stores.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
something. Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
do
we-
the Christmas at the Everhard location, so this would be at the 7211 Portage Street store. It's where all the ornaments, the grave blankets, all the greenhouse is full of all the poinsettias and Christmas cactus. So
Yeah, and I'll just tell you, if you are driving on Portage and you're heading, I guess that would be west.
towards Canal Fulton.
You towards Canal Fulton. When you cross Wales,
Yep, we're right
they're
there
right
on the right.
there on the right hand side. You
Yep.
can't miss them.
Right
Can't
across
miss
from
'em.
Casey's
Yeah,
Furniture.
yes, and so it's very easy to find, and Don't let the Maslin address mess you up a little
Yeah.
bit because
like if we're across the street, I think on the other side of 241's North Camp.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
we are
just
literally
a-
right
it's-
on that
yeah.
line.
You're right on that line.
So it is Jackson.
It's actually
yeah.
Jackson Township.
Jackson
yeah.
Township, yeah. And so, yeah, and definitely it's very easy to find, and you can go in there. And I was saying, just go to the store and just look around at all the cool stuff.
Yeah, there's
that
a
you
lot
guys
to
have.
look at. We have like every little nook and cranny, and just I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of stuff. There's still stuff I didn't even notice. When I'm walking through.
We have a lot of food ornaments this year. It's
We
kinda-
do.
Yeah.
We
like
do. Food.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
Like that's
cheese sticks.
My wife's getting a guacamole ornament.
Donuts.
When we go to Mexico, like I think that's half her plate is guacamole
Well, yeah,
and chips.
of
She
course.
loves it because it's all fresh.
Yeah, I bet
that's
it's amazing
where-
there.
It is really good.
Yeah.
But like Pop-Tarts and Doritos, like I mean, just
Yeah.
ornaments. You're like, what?
You said cheese sticks?
Cheese
Yeah.
sticks. There's
Cheese
like
sticks.
cheese sticks and
Cheese
hot
puffs.
dogs.
There's like the big jar of cheese puffs. I mean, just all kinds of unique things you wouldn't think you would find.
I might
in
have to
an
get my
ornament.
friend a cheese stick one because that's kind of our joke. We have a joke about cheese sticks.
Oh, that's
but
funny.
Yeah, I
See,
like
then
it.
that's
See?
yeah. There's
That's
something-
it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
those
'Cause you
stories
think,
that go with that ornament that'll make her laugh every time she pulls it out to put it on the
That's
tree.
exactly right. That's exactly right. I think that's so funny. Oh my gosh,
awesome.
I love that. So, and the other thing is, let's go to the phones here before I ask another question. We'll go to Betty in Jackson. You're on the air with Roar's Nursery. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question about the Christmas cactuses.
Mm-hmm.
What makes the buds dry up and drop off?
A lot of times that can be a lack of moisture, which is a weird thing to think of with a cactus. But when they are producing blooms, they do require a little bit more moisture, or it could be too much dry air. A lot of times the air is a little bit too dry, but a lot of times it's a moisture issue.
So when you water them, you want to really
Yeah,
water
give
them
it-
well.
yes.
Like sometimes almost, I know people that will submerge them and just wait till the air bubbles stop coming out of the soil, then pull it out of that water and let it drain completely.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, when you water all the way to the core of the plant, and then you don't have to water near as often because it'll take a while to dry out that way.
Yeah, and it also too another thing might be a light issue if it's not getting enough light. But it is
I have them sitting by my kitchen window.
okay. So that's probably not. My guess would be a watering issue because it does take a lot more water than you would think
To produce
when
the
it's
blooms.
because it's using a lot more energy. So that would be my thing. Just give it a good drink and let it dry out, and then it should be okay.
If I fill a bucket and just sit them in that water, in the bucket of water until the bubbles.
Yep, that's a good way to do it. Yep, that way you know it's
That way you know it's wet all the way to the core.
Yep.
Right, I'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for the call.
Just
Thanks,
don't
Betty.
leave them in the bucket.
Yes,
It's important.
yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
want to
don't-
do that. Yeah, you do want to get them wet that way, but then pull them out and let them drain out completely. A lot of times you got to put a saucer under them because that
Yeah.
extra moisture takes a little time to come out.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll try
Okay.
that.
All right, thanks,
Thanks for
Betty.
the call.
Thanks for the call.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Bye-bye.
All right, and we have, let's see, I have this email from Jeff who says we have some red oaks showing 8 to 12-inch rust-colored vertical streaks on the bark. They are all very large trees, and the biggest one has approximately 10-inch area where the bark has fallen off where the rust streak was.
Okay. So I'd like to see a picture of that. If you can come by the nursery, the Portage store location, I'd like to see a picture of it. It sounds like it could be a lightning strike from a while back.
No kidding.
And because it'll follow that moisture down and sometimes discolor that bark. It's not always black and charred like you would think. But I'd like to take a look at that. The other thing that I've seen happen is sometimes there's damage that happens from mowers or other things, or somebody backed into it, there actual physical damage that can cause the bark to come off like that. But I think to properly help you, I need to see a picture of that. You know, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, in our business, it's worth a lot more than 1,000 words.
Yes, exactly.
We can see environmental things from that picture that you may not know to look for. So I would encourage you to stop by the nursery. Let us take a look at that. Depending on how much of the bark is damaged, we can determine the best course of action moving forward. to try to save the tree and bring it back around and get it as healthy as possible.
Okay, very good. Wow, I never even thought of lightning strike. That's crazy. All right, we're going to take our final break, and thanks for that question, Jeff, and the email. We appreciate it. Give us a call, 330-450-1480. Let's grow together with Roar's Nursery and Garden Center.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel Battery. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items at participating dealers while supplies last.
Visit Bear's Lawn and Garden in North Canton or call 330-499-4544 for Steel deals.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down! Oh, yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. And she's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
All right, we are at just about 12 minutes before 10 this morning, and a lot of good phone calls this morning.
Yes,
talking about taking care of our poinsettias. I'm like I want to get up and dump that
extra water,
the
out
extra
of there.
water out of my
keep looking at, I keep looking at it like.
Hold on. If you're watching us live on Facebook or on YouTube, you see the poinsettia that is sitting in front of us, and that was the one that Matt brought the week before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And so as I was telling them off the air, I had it up on the little shelf. And when Nick and I came in the day after Thanksgiving, it was like, I forgot it was up there. It's like dead. It's not really dead, but it was, so I took it back to the kitchen and I put it in that saucer and ran the faucet, to get it watered.
Got it real wet, yeah.
And it came right, and I put it in my office over the Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
And when I came in on Monday, it looked like that. Beautiful.
Bounced right back.
It did bounce right back. So
they're
if you
pretty
have,
forgiving that
don't
way.
be afraid of them. That's
yes.
Like I always say, if I do this, anybody can do it.
And it is much better to allow it to dry out completely.
Yeah.
Before watering it, because they can handle that a lot easier
than overwater.
Once you overwater one, and
generally that's
it starts
the cold. Like if it's in a real cold, drafty area, or if it's overwatered. Those are the two. Knife to the heart kind of thing with a Thanksgiving or with the poinsettia.
Poinsettias, yeah. And the big ones and the colors, all the different colors that you guys have. They are so pretty, but I do, like we talked about this before with my cats and my cat now but I get, I know her. She'd be, chomping away at it, and I don't want that to happen, but I do love them. I do. My brother brought me, he says it as a joke. It was just a joke because he loves cats too, but he knows how much I really do. He walked in with 2 giant poinsettias last Christmas. He said, "I'm here to kill the cats."
Oh my!
I'm like, brother, that is not funny. He's like, "I'm kidding. It was a joke." And so we had to put them way up high on top of our china closet, so that she couldn't get at them. But yeah.
Oh my God.
It generally takes quite a bit. It's not like one nibble and they're dead. Usually, it's going to cause more of an upset stomach most of the time. Now,
because that's sap, and they usually don't. It's like doesn't taste good. Yeah. So, but.
Yeah,
but you still don't want them.
But you don't. Rather not have them get into it at all. For sure.
Right. And we don't want them to do that. So, and what other tips do we have for folks? I mean, this time of year, like I was saying, I'm gonna have to shovel leaves. I'm gonna have to shovel leaves.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm hoping we get a warm up. If we get a warm up here, which I would imagine
we should,
because generally in December we're going to have some hot and some cold, and we're just going through a stretch right now where we're cold. If we stay that way, it's only happened a few times in all the years I can remember where we got cold and stayed cold till March.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to warm back up, and that's my goal. If we get that warm up, I get out there with the leaf blower, get all those leaves blowed up, and try to grind them up with the mower and get them out of there.
Because you know where they are? Right where I'm putting the decorations.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got the whole inside of the house decorated. And I organized all the outside stuff. Normally, my son is here to help me, but he hasn't been here to come this year. So I'm like, okay, I can do it myself. I'm not, it's not that hard, but it's just a matter of getting out there. And now it's like, oh, no.
I know.
Yeah.
I surprised my wife Thanksgiving. She had to work. She's 911 dispatcher. And so with her broken ankle and everything, she's getting around okay on crutches now. But I had the boys come over, and we got the tree out and all the decorations out. And so had it all lit up, and the blinds just cracked open. So when she pulled in the driveway, she could see it. Yeah, she was super excited.
Oh, I bet she was.
That's cool.
You are just, you should give a husband. I'm not supposed to hit you in that shoulder. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
It's okay. He's like husband of the year. We need
I just knew I was leaving for a couple days going to deer camp, so I figured I'd hedge my odds, make her a little happy.
There you go.
I love that.
There's a motive.
There is, and that's good.
It's okay.
It's
That's
give and
still
take,
It's
right?
a give and take.
It is a give
still
and
is okay.
take. And what do you do on the outside of your house?
So we have the old icicle lights. I have not got those up yet.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to warm up.
Yeah,
but
me
it
too.
has not.
Yeah.
I was waiting actually to be able to get I have a lot of oak trees, and so the oak trees come down and they get in the gutters, and I like to blow the gutters out before I put the lights up. Well, it all happened at once.
It did.
And then
Okay.
it froze.
Definitely did.
So
Yep.
got a bunch of frozen leaves in my gutters.
I know.
Not ideal, but like I said, I just can't imagine we're not going to get warm here in another week or so. I can't see the weather that far out
I
yet.
think
but
Saturday's not like, Saturday's like 35, which is not too bad.
It'll feel warm after 9.
Yeah, better than 9. That's right.
Right, feel like a
That's
heat
right.
wave.
But Monday's 24
Yeah,
for the high,
I
so we're
know.
still looking at some
I
really
know we're still looking some cold for a little while yet,
So.
but like I said, I think we're going to warm back up. Hopefully, maybe second, third week of December, and I can get out there, and that's the goal. You can't do anything with it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, if folks are they're out there, and we will do a lot more snow than we did last year or whatever. They can call you guys, right?
100%. Yeah, we've got. We're still taking accounts, so you call the Everhard location, our 330-492-1243, and we're still setting up routes and getting call-ins, and especially with this early snow, there were some people that we'd set contracts out to that we'd done in the past that kind of drug their feet a little bit. And this snow put an exclamation point on.
They're like,
all right,
ding, ding, ding,
we
ding.
gotta get
I'm
this
ready.
done. Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you give them a call, and then So when do you guys kind of really wrap things up before the holidays?
I mean,
we go right up to
we
Christmas.
really go right up to
We'll
Christmas.
really go up
yeah,
to the first week of January because a lot of the Christmas stuff ends up getting clearance.
We
down.
do have a Christmas sale afterwards, and it just kind of stays on sale until we pack things up and
Okay.
kind of just get things ready for next year. But we are open like all through winter
through
because
the
we have
winter.
to be there anyway. We just have more limited hours. so.
Right. Okay. Okay. Because I know, like I said, with all of those different ornaments, and if you didn't see any of the pictures, you can go to our Facebook. You can watch this a Facebook or YouTube video because we put them up. Nick put them up, but I also put them on our Facebook page, so you can go and look at all of them at once. All the really cool ornaments, and even ones that aren't pictured, like the cheese stick one.
yeah,
and
Yes,
the
yeah.
guacamole and-
There's so many. I could send him 200 pictures. And
Yeah.
it still won't even dent the surface, but he's over there shaking his head.
He's like, no 200.
Too many.
It's funny because my cat she has a guacamole like little toy.
Yeah.
It's an avocado. We call it guacamole. See, that would be the perfect
Yeah, I think
ornament
there's 3
for
or
my
4
cat.
different guacamole ornaments too. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, just different.
They're different, and you can find them all in one place, plus all the decorations. If you are still looking for maybe that little last final touch.
Yes. Yep.
You
I
have
remember
all-
the
Live
nurse-
and artificial stuff. And
The nursery got me one year and gave it to me at the company Christmas party. I was late, like one of the first days I was late working for the company. I was probably been there for 3 or 4 years.
I was going to say, yeah, you're never late.
And I shot a deer the night before, and I was out looking for him the next morning, and I got to work late. And so that year, they got a picture of a deer driving a truck with a hunter tied to the hood of it, and that was my Christmas ornament that year. So
I thought you were
Like
going to say an
perfect.
alarm clock.
no, I was up. I was up before light. So I don't know.
That's cute,
I pulled that
see?
out. My boys are like, "What's this from?" And
Oh,
so I got to tell them the story.
yeah.
That's funny.
But that's it. That's the
Yeah,
perfect.
the
That's
story.
the perfect story. Perfect way to do things. All right.
Cool.
All right. So give us locations and hours and phone numbers, Matt.
Yeah, we have
for
2
everybody.
Rohr's Nursery locations, 5357 Everhard Road in Canton. And where our Christmas shop is our 7211 Portage Street in Maslin. Our phone number is 330-499-0101.
And don't forget, Santa's coming.
Yes, Santa this weekend's his last weekend. So if you want to get here and see him, it's a great environment to do it in. The greenhouse is warm, tons of color with poinsettias. Bring your cameras. It's Santa and Mrs. Claus, so it ends up being a nice event.
And it's Friday and Saturday.
Yep, from 6 to 8.
6 to 8
Yep.
p.m. All right, at the Portage store.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, have a great week, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yes,
See you then.
absolutely.
Oh, like on.
Hi, it's Angie Rohr with Rohr's Nursery. It's officially that magical time of year, Christmas time. That's right, our Christmas shop is officially open 7 days a week at our Portage Street location, your one-stop shop for all holiday decor. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be coming to town, so be sure to check roarsnursery.com for all upcoming events and sales. Visit us at Rohr's Nursery on Portage Street and roarsnursery.com.
Rohr's Nursery. We want to be your #1 nursery. Rohr's Nursery.
This is the time